Breakfast features bagels with freshly sliced Nova. Don't miss out our thick challah French toast. For lunch, grab a booth and enjoy one of our oversized salads or our freshly cut hot deli sandwiches. We're open 7 days a week, where the coffee is always hot and freshly brewed.
You're listening to WICR, Iona College Radio.
The last 2 hours, I've lost my job, my apartment, my car, and my girlfriend.
Okay, hello WICR. Well, sorry for that really strange setup, but we're having some technical difficulties, but we moved past it. I'm Michelle, and
I'm Sam.
And we are S&M 2.0.
Yeah, that works.
Before we find after, well, we need to find a better name for that.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're going to give you guys a lot of good entertainment and news. So we're going to start off with, do you want to start off with celebrity or world news, Sam?
Celebrity.
Okay, celebrity news. So, first up with our celebrity news is Ryan Gosling and, what's her face? Eva Longoria, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? They have a girl. They had a baby girl. I didn't even know they were in a relationship, first of all.
Neither did I.
Had no idea. I guess it was just a casual secret, thing going on. And it's a girl. Let's look at that story. Also, Beyonce is reportedly also pregnant with her second child. Didn't think that could happen. I'm just confused. I thought it was all a ploy. Like, she couldn't get pregnant, but now she has another baby. And that's why she had a surrogate? Like, that whole conspiracy about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't they say that she faked being pregnant the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the baby bump, like when she sat down, her stomach deflated. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's all those rumors. Actually, okay, so to focus on Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes, it's official. Eva Mendes and Ryan Gosling are the proud parents of what we can rightfully assume, a beautiful new-born baby girl. E! News has confirmed the actress gave birth to the couple's first child in Los Angeles. No other details are available at this time. I feel like she was pregnant and then gave birth to the baby, like, so quick. I don't know. Anyway, a source confirmed that surprising news of Mendes' pregnancy after it was first revealed in July through media reports which claimed she was 7 months pregnant with the hunk Hollywood's Beau. That makes sense. It came out in July, and now it's September.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. You do the math. The super private Place Beyond the Pines star has been able to keep her baby bump under wraps by not being photographed for more than 3 months at the time and sticking to loose-fitting and patterned clothing. Genius. The notoriously private couple had neither confirmed nor denied the news throughout the pregnancy. Mendes, who has always showcased a slim figure in public, had also spurred baby rumors in early February when she refused to pass through a full body scan at LAX airport in Los Angeles. At the time, her rep denied the actress was expecting a baby. She and Gosling began... What? They began dating in September 2011?
What is that?
What? Did you know this? Can you hear me? Never mind. Wow, that's really surprising. I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea that they had been dating since 2011. That's a shock.
I didn't know they were dating till right now, Michelle.
What? Till right now? You had no idea?
No, I'm not kidding.
I only heard it because my mom's obsessed with TMZ, so it makes sense.
Not know.
Anyway, to continue, Miss America was crowned. Now, Miss America is from Miss New York. She beat out Miss New Jersey and obviously Miss Rhode Island.
Yeah, Olivia Culpo.
How do you know her? You know her?
Yeah, she went. Well, I don't know her personally, but she went to the private school that was right next to mine. She's a year older than me.
Oh, I was gonna say the private school.
No, she went to no, not that one. She went to the all girls, and lives a town over from me also.
So you know of her. That's how small.
She's dating Nick Jonas. Pretty serious.
What?
He's always in Rhode Island.
What?
Yeah, swear to God.
How was I supposed to know that? Are you guys like BFFs? Do you know each other?
No, I feel like people know what Olivia Culpo does. She's kind of big. You don't think so?
No, I had no idea who this girl is before you just said that.
Nuh-uh.
Swear to God.
She was Miss Universe.
She was Miss Universe?
Yes. Miss Rhode Island won Miss USA, who won Miss Universe.
Oh, the dark-haired girl last year.
Yes. And is still dating Nick Jonas.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Universe.
She went a long way from Little Rhode Island.
Wow, imagine being crowned Miss Universe. I can't even imagine. Like, you're the most beautiful woman in the world, in the universe. No, not you, not you, Spring.
In the universe.
Yes. All right, to continue, Lauren Conrad and William, her beau, have recently tied the knot over 2 weekends ago, I'm assuming.
Really?
Yes.
I was always Team Kristen, so.
I never watched Laguna Beach. Never understood it.
You've never watched Laguna Beach?
Nope, never. Wasn't allowed. That's a lie. I just never had an interest. I was never allowed to watch MTV.
The Hills?
Nope, never watched it.
Okay.
What else? Like I said, Beyonce. Oh, rumors of Beyonce and Jay-Z breaking up have been under wraps. You never know what's going to happen with those two. They're either having a baby, they're either having a fight. She's telling people on stage that he cheated and that the girl was... There's reports that it's been Rihanna. There's reports that it's been just some other girl. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it was Rihanna.
That's what my friend said also.
No, I really do.
I don't know who's better, Rihanna or Beyonce. Spring, who's better, B or R? B?
Really?
Rachel Roy? Who's Rachel Roy? Yes.
Yeah.
If we really listen closely. I don't know who Rachel Roy is.
From where?
Oh. So, if anybody saw that, if I'm going to take something from Twitter. If Jay-Z and Ray Rice have taught me something, it's never get into an elevator. Always take the stairs. Well, or Ray Rice's wife, Beyonce. That's really tasteless, but anyway.
Yeah.
Apparently, our sources tell us, our valuable, reliable sources tell us, that Rachel Roy was the reason why Jay-Z got attacked by Beyonce's sister, Solange. You know who Solange is?
Yep, we just got informed that. That's who it was.
We just received breaking news!
Just came in. It was.
Anyway, I think Jay-Z definitely had an affair with Rihanna.
100%. 100%.
You think so?
Yeah.
And just like Marilyn Monroe and JFK had an affair too, and then the Kennedys killed her off. Our vice president of WICR, Spring Gonzalez, is a huge Marilyn Monroe fan, and if you're a huge Marilyn Monroe fan, I don't know how you can just... Oh, that is explicatory, the middle finger.
You meant explicit.
Yes, explicit. She loves Marilyn Monroe, and if you love Marilyn Monroe, how could you say that she killed herself? The Kennedys definitely killed her. Haven't you watched Scandal?
Wait.
You
Did
should.
you see the movie? The Marilyn Monroe movie?
No, what was that about?
You didn't see it?
No, tell me about it.
What was it called? I can't remember what it was
Marilyn.
called. Do you remember what it was called? The movie? About Marilyn?
I know. How do you do that? Is it guest?
The Marilyn Monroe movie that they came out with a couple years ago.
The Marilyn Monroe movie they came out with a couple years ago.
They basically showed her as like a ditzy blonde who didn't like a crazy person actually. Like they always showed her like taking her medication and like needing attention, and then it was done in the perspective of a younger boy who like was in love with her. That was what the movie was, though. That's how they did it. I'm not saying it was like... I don't think the movie was that great at all, but that's...
Don't you dare speak bad about Marilyn!
Spring's mad. But that's really how the movie showed her.
I feel bad for Marilyn Monroe because everybody always says, like, the quotes of Marilyn Monroe, and then she gets such bad reps, like especially guys, they say, like, I'm so tired of girls quoting Marilyn Uh-oh, okay, we got an angry Spring. Hold on, okay. We're getting Spring.
Hi, I know I have office hours right now, so technically I'm not even supposed to be in here. But half of those quotes are, they're not true.
Yeah,
Give
that's
me
what
one
I
of
was
the
just
quotes.
about to say.
Oh, okay.
Like, if,
Fine.
something about Coco Chanel or something. You're like, oh.
Oh, Chanel 5, that's true. That's a true quote.
No, not that one. Oh, man, what was it?
That she always wears Chanel number 5 to sleep. That's a true quote.
No. I heard her voice through that.
There's the one that I make mistakes, and it's like something I make mistakes, and if you can't, if you don't deserve me at my worst, you can't have me at my best. She never said that. That was actually someone else.
She never said that?
Never said that. And something with the whole size 0 quotes, which is ridiculous because in the 60s and the 50s she was a size 12, so that makes absolutely no sense.
Whoa, she's a big
And a
girl.
size 12 back then is a size 6 today, so if you guys want,
Seriously? I was
yeah.
just about to say she was a hefty girl. Dang.
She's like
Oh,
5'5"
my
and
God.
weighed 130. There was no way in the world she was anywhere near overweight, unless you count during some, what's that movie?
That's not overweight at all.
No, it's not. A lot of people say that she was just because at the time size 12 was a different size 12 than today.
And the movie was called My Week with Marilyn. By the
Yeah,
way. It
which
came out.
Michelle Williams did do a great adaptation of her. I'm just saying.
Who's
So
Michelle
you did like it.
I did like it. Yeah, I just didn't
Do you
believe
think
the story.
You think it portrayed
Yeah,
her
for the most
well?
part, from every documentary and creepy book I've read, yes. Because she wasn't a confident person. The way
yeah,
they
that's
showed
what
her.
It seemed, yeah.
The way they showed her is the way that they say she actually was in person. Like, she wasn't confident. She always, like, double guessed herself and all this other fun
Yeah,
stuff.
that's really sad. Wasn't she like a brunette and like her name wasn't Marilyn Monroe? It was
Her name, oh my god, we could go on forever about this. Her name is actually Norma Jean Baker or
Norma
Mortensen,
Jean, I would
depending. Yeah.
I would definitely change my name. If my
I
name
feel
was
so creepy knowing all
Norma
this.
Jean.
Yeah, her name's Norma Jean. She wanted to keep it, actually. She wanted her name to be Jean Monroe. But someone was just like, nah, make it Marilyn. Yeah. And her hair is like a mousy brown. That's what they said.
Yeah.
But she was born blonde. So it's not like she like decided I'm just going to be blonde.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
kind of made her blonde.
Well, I can understand why she had like always second guessing herself and not self confident because she had to
Yeah.
completely change herself.
And then it was a big deal because she turned to method acting, I think around 55.
What's method acting?
It's when in film, especially in like early movies, what they did a lot was typecasting. So she was typecasted as like a sexy bombshell, you know what I mean? Like she was supposed to play dumb and all this fun stuff. But she wanted to be taken more seriously as an actor, and at the time Lee Strasberg's actor studio in Manhattan, that came about. So she decided to be taken more seriously. She decided to do method acting, and method acting is like the acting you see today. Like they really become their roles. So people like Marlon Brando, Paul Newman.
I was just about to say
those kind of
that
actors.
was like a huge. I forget what class I was taking, but like that was such a huge controversy because the other like the old acting was like considered old, and like
Yeah.
this new method acting was like the new way
Method
of acting.
acting is completely different. Like if you know Cary Grant has always been the suave gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Marlon Brando has played like the wild guy. He's also played what's another one he's played? He's actually played a lot of like very grumpy characters. But I guess if you
He played. He was in A Streetcar Named Desire.
yeah, but
him-
he was like a very like turbulent character. Like he was always angry.
Yeah.
But then if you see On the Waterfront, he's very like he's insecure and he's like he wishes he did something different. But it's he's known for mainly going into his roles. Like he'll play Stanley Kowalski to the end if he can until the movie's finished. So that's what method acting is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's what she ended up doing.
Yeah. And
I'm tired of this Marilyn bashing.
yeah.
So do you think she killed herself?
I
or-
definitely think she killed.
Why
She had
do you think that?
well, for one, she's had signs of depression for years on end, especially
Yeah.
because she was on all of these antidepressants, and on top of that, she's taking stuff to wake herself up. To take this, like same thing with Michael Jackson. She was taking stuff to put her to sleep. She was drinking all the time, and I think what mainly depressed her is the fact that she couldn't have kids. And she had a miscarriage not too long before, like I think a year or two
JFK's
before.
love child.
No, it was Arthur Miller's child, but it could have been what's his name? Yves. It's not
The Yankee
Yves
player.
Montand.
Oh.
No, the Yankee players before that. Yves Montand. She was having a very public affair. It's not a secret she's had affairs. I just don't think she's had one with JFK. I think she had one with the brother though,
RFK.
if that's his name.
Yes,
Yes.
Robert. No, there's a picture of him and JFK and Marilyn
They
Monroe.
actually say that the first time she ever had any contact with JFK was at the time she sang him "Happy Birthday, Mr. President."
No way.
I swear. On stuff that I've read, that's what they say. But then again, you don't know because there's all. And then again, today there's like Illuminati and all that fun stuff, so you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors.
I don't believe in the Illuminati.
I don't believe it in either. Same way I don't believe in the assassinate. Well, not assassination. She's not a huge public figure like that to be assassinated. But what is it?
The
Oh,
conspiracy.
Can you say like the conspiracy theory with Marilyn? I don't believe it at all. And I know Demerges is going to hear this and say yes, it's true, but it's not true at all. But then
Wait, that they killed her?
yeah, the main reason why people say that there's any conspiracy is because she was left there for hours, which I can't explain that either because that's ridiculous.
She was left there for
She was
hours?
left there for hours when they found her. She was like found sprawled on her bed naked on the phone. She's like notorious for being on the phone calling people. And the last person she called, I think, was Peter Lawford, who's supposed to be the cousin of the Kennedys. I think. I could be wrong. And she said, I can remember her like final line. It was like, say goodbye to Jack, say goodbye to Pat, and say goodbye to you because you were a nice guy. And that's all she said. And then she passed. Well, they think she passed. And then Peter Lawford had called her housekeeper who lived with her, and the housekeeper said, no, she's awake, her light is on. So the housekeeper never bothered to check, and then hours later, I guess she decided to check and saw that she was dead.
Did the housekeeper ever get arrested for it?
No, surprisingly, because you would think, like, I guess maybe back then it wasn't too weird. I think conspiracy theories just happened just to immortalize her, and it gives her more
There was
publicity.
no investigation to go into it?
Oh, definitely, there had to be, yeah, but they said there were barbiturates in her system for the, what is it called? I'm having a brain fart.
Depressed, overdose?
No, when they check what happened. The
Autopsy.
autopsy. They said it was mainly barbiturates, which is, it makes sense because she was being prescribed all this stuff for years just to keep her happy.
Yeah, but that's not to say that...
And on top of that, if you consider the fact her mother had psychological issues, it's possible it was passed down to her. So
yeah, all those things are possible, but it's also possible that the Kennedys had her killed.
But why would they kill her? Like, tell me that.
Well,
I don't
think
get
of
it
it this
either.
way.
Because then they also say that there's ties to the mafia because of how close she was to Frank Sinatra.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a dog called Moth, which is short for mafia.
But who?
Fun fact. So
Fun fact.
there are like little things that I could
But
see
what
why you
would
would
be
tie her in.
Their
like,
motive?
Yeah.
This is what
There-
I
she's
read, because
I
there's
feel like she was harmless.
I think they
Yeah.
saw her as a threat.
How?
Think of it
Consider
this
she
way.
knew secrets with
Exactly,
Kennedy. That's
exactly.
Yeah,
this,
but
this is what I think, because if you watch Scandal, the same thing happened.
What's
Like,
up
the
with you and
president...
Scandal.
Because
No.
it's the same thing. The president had an affair with a woman, and she said, I'm going to go public, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and to protect his reputation and, like, the United States stance in the world, she was killed.
And that's what
because
they
of it.
claimed is what
But,
happened,
yeah.
that she had secrets about him.
Exactly. So I was reading actually an article from People magazine, like on the 50th anniversary of her death, and they had the whole conspiracy theory about how the Kennedys killed her, blah blah blah, and like some of the things they said didn't really make sense. Like, yes, she was a drug use, like she took all these prescription pills and like might have overdosed and like all these, but they also connected the dots to like all these missing links. So they were saying that, you know, it's very possible the motive is there because she was very close to the Kennedys. She slept with both of the Kennedys.
So they say, that's alleged.
yeah, but yeah, you can't.
But also,
My thing is, think of it this way.
It wasn't frowned upon.
What
in
would
the
you rather
60s.
hear? Would you rather hear that this immortal goddess is what they call her, and I call her whatever? Would you rather hear that she killed herself, or would you rather hear that someone this beautiful or like this talented was killed? Like, what sounds more interesting?
Her
The
being killed.
conspiracy theory or that she killed herself?
The conspiracy
The
theory.
conspiracy theory.
It
So I
all-
think that's the reason why it keeps on going, because they're just going to keep saying and
That's
saying
true.
and
That's
saying.
true. I mean, like I said, like
And they
Nobody's ever
have
gonna
Jackie. Well,
Jackie O.
I was gonna say Jackie O, but a lot of people like yell at me for saying Jackie O or Jackie Kennedy. I know she said sweet things about her. Like, it's not like she's ever bashed her in public. But then again, she was a classy woman, so I wouldn't imagine she
Jackie
would.
O.
Yeah, Jackie Kennedy. You gotta be Queen Kennedy. Same person, but just.
She is the same.
Wait, why
she's,
can't you
she's famous for
say-
Jackie O.
Yeah, why can't?
I think because I don't know. A lot of people are just like you know Olivia, right? If
Yeah.
I told Olivia it's
Oh, she
Jackie
loves
O,
Jackie O.
oh my God, she's obsessed with Jackie, but she says Jackie Kennedy. I guess just because
Well, Kennedy.
it was more prominent. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. but
Either way,
I-
Maryland's. No.
All I'm saying is that they were afraid that she was gonna blackmail the president and go to the Russians during the Cold War, all this stuff.
And that's just, it's excessive.
That
Why
is,
would
I
she?
feel like that's
The missile codes.
So excessive.
There was nothing before.
Far stretch.
There was no kind of like political ties with Maryland, even when her husband was being under trial for. You remember for when they were looking for people under the.
McCarthyism.
There we go, the Mark McCarthy trial.
Communist.
This is all relating
Yeah.
back to our politics class.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like she never heard her voice her opinions on. If anything, she supported her husband. All of a sudden, now she's gonna start
She supported
spreading.
her husband. Now she's gonna get. She's connected to the communist ties. It all makes
Is
sense.
that what he was? Oh, I can use this in my discussion board for politics.
Wow.
Thank you, Spring.
But still, like, why would she could have given up her husband? They didn't say anything about her then. Then all of a sudden, because they think that she's connected to Kennedy, that's the reason why she's dead. Why couldn't it
She's
just be
off.
that Arthur Miller was crazy? Maybe Arthur Miller did it. Why not
But then
Kennedy?
she had a
Why
really
Kennedy?
bad
Yeah.
divorce with one of her.
It was
husbands.
Miller.
It was.
She had a bad divorce with both of them. Because
She was married
DiMaggio.
3 times.
Joe
She was married
DiMaggio.
3 times. The first time was because the guy was in the Navy, and I think she just decided they wanted different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a secret she's had plenty of affairs. She's not the only one. A lot of people back in this time had plenty of affairs.
Yeah, like JFK.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know many of JFK's affairs, actually.
Well, they obviously the president keeps it under wraps, but like when I would talk to people about
He's
it, they
the
said
OG
that,
Clinton. Is that what it is? You're trying
yeah,
to tell
well,
me?
because if you think about it, because they were comparing Clinton's affair to JFK's rumored affair, but like, of course, he had women all over the place.
See,
because
I don't know
it was
anything
the 60s.
about it.
It was like open. It was
Even
okay.
before that, everyone was having affairs. Joan Crawford did it. Betty Davis did it. What's his name? Howard Hughes did it. If everyone was sleeping with each other at this time, it wasn't like...
the hippies.
Yeah, they were like... It was whatever. I forgot my train of thought.
About
Completely
Marilyn.
forgot it. I know it was about Marilyn, but I can't
How
remember.
was she discovered?
Oh, that's right. She had 3 married... we were going to go really into this.
I
How was
just
she
wanna- I'm
discovered?
really
She
curious.
was
I wanna
working
know.
in
Wasn't
like
she a child
What?
when she was discovered?
No, she was discovered at like our age. Like I think.
Really?
No, I'm lying. She was discovered at 16.
Oh.
She was working in a factory and they thought she was really pretty. Took her photo and they're like, "Oh, hey, you should do modeling." And she was just like,
All right.
"All right, I'll do it." And then she ended up divorcing her first husband. Then she meets DiMaggio around, I want to say like 52. Then DiMaggio gets jealous and crazy, and then they divorce. And then she
Wasn't he like abusive too?
they say he was abusive, like mentally abusive.
And she just kills it for the rest of her life. And
Yeah.
dies.
Oh my God, Sam. But they did say that he was abusive. There was this one instance that they said Frank Sinatra and DiMaggio had a wrong door raid, that they were trying to find Marilyn Monroe with another man, so they barged into the place looking for her, and they basically like broke into someone's home trying to find her. So I could picture it really funny. But Marlon Brando actually admitted to having an affair with Marilyn Monroe, which is weird because he decided to publicize this years later after saying he wouldn't say anything about her. But I believe it. They had a close relationship. It's not like, I'm like, no, Marilyn is a saint. I'm aware that my idol is like a little trollop sometimes. I get it.
Just like Britney for me. Crazy.
Britney actually has a clean slate, though,
Britney
for the
who?
most part. Spears. She's
Well,
obsessed with Britney
apparently
Spears.
she cheated on Justin Timberlake, and that's why he said "Cry Me a
But she's
River."
not a trollop.
Britney-
That was just like
Britney Spears.
one time.
Britney Spears is your idol, Michelle?
Yeah.
Sam is like closing her eyes, like, why am I in
Who
this
is
show?
yours? Who is yours? Miley Cyrus?
no.
Oh my God, I would
I
actually
love
have to
Miley.
listen.
I've really grown to love Miley.
I enjoy her. I would not call her
I didn't
my
appreciate
idol.
her dirty hippie thing. Actually, no, I like how I'm still talking on here. I just wanted to say Marilyn Monroe didn't do anything. She committed suicide, and I'm very sad to say it, but there's no conspiracy theory. That's all I wanted to say. You guys can carry on with your show. I'm going to do my
thank you.
office hours now.
Thank you. Everyone, give it up for the Marilyn Monroe expert. Yay! Thank you for having us, for being on our show. So who's your idol, Sam?
I don't know. I need more time to think about this.
Okay, well, I'll tell you why my idol is Britney Spears. Because she's a boss.
I don't have anything against Britney Spears. I think she's pretty cool too, but I wouldn't.
I think she's pretty cool.
I mean,
Beyonce,
yeah.
she's up there.
No.
Who's your idol?
I don't know. Give me a second.
All right. I'm kidding. Well, this is why Beyonce is my idol. Not Beyonce, Britney. Well, it'd have to be the people I want to see in concert. It's on my bucket list before I die. Is Britney Spears, Beyonce, and Ariana Grande, and Miley. Probably Miley. She's just a boss.
She is. She's nuts. She doesn't care at all, that's why I like her.
I didn't like her in the beginning because she was like, oh, like, I felt like everything she was doing was just to get attention because she had taken a break from music. She wasn't doing much. Like, she was
Yeah.
so obsessed with her boyfriend and fiance and all that stuff. And then when they broke up, she starts making all this music, and then she cuts her hair, and she's doing all these crazy things. And I'm like, it's kind of
Drastic.
not only drastic, but it's like so out of character because she's been this goody good girl like all this
Yeah.
time, and then all of a sudden she's making all this music and like being crazy. And I felt like, because I grew up with Hannah Montana, like I felt like she was doing it out of character, like she was just doing it for publicity. But
Yeah,
then
but Hannah Montana was a character.
yeah,
realistically.
and when she said that, she's like, Hannah Montana was a character that I used to play. That's what my fans need to realize. Like,
Yeah.
Hannah Montana isn't me. And I was like, wow, she's so right.
She's
And
right.
then when she like did that whole thing about on the VMAs and how she's like really supporting,
Didn't
like,
she send a homeless?
yeah, a homeless teen
Yeah.
up to like read something, and she like
No,
cried
to
and
accept her award.
to accept her award.
Yeah.
And then he read about like how
Yeah.
there's like a certain amount of homeless kids in the United States and how
to get people to like
yeah,
donate to an
for her new
organization.
for her new charity. And I was like, and like seeing that and watching that, it just like made me realize that she's not like all that bad. Like, yeah, like
She's out of control. I would definitely say, like with a lot of things she does, but
Mhm.
like also it's admirable that she really doesn't care what other people think. Like,
Yeah. Like when she performs, she's a different person. She's a different character, but that's because she's a performer. Like if Beyonce did that, but she just does it in a different way. Like she just does it in a less drastic way when she's wearing all these ridiculous outfits. Like maybe that's just what Miley's about. Like maybe she likes
she likes that.
all that
yeah.
stuff.
Probably.
And she actually, well, I don't know if she exactly quoted this, but she said like, you know, people always say be yourself, but then when you're yourself, they don't like it because it's not it's not their version of normal.
Yeah.
Or like it's not what they want to see. So then you get criticized and you get backlashed about it. So I was like, wow, she's so right.
So now you're Team Miley.
So now I'm Team Miley. I like
love
her.
that.
I love Miley, you know, and I respect her for taking it that way because it's not like she's a bad influence. Like at first I was like, oh, she's such a bad influence. Like all these little girls look up to her. All this stuff. Like why is she acting so crazy, promoting all like sex and drugs and like putting on all these crazy shows like twerking, all this stuff. I was like, that's so not her. But then it made me realize like maybe all these years we haven't realized who she really is because
She was playing a character.
she was playing a character.
Yeah.
And then she's like, my fans know I'm playing a character when I get on stage. I was like, wow, you
Yeah.
go, girl. Like, that makes sense.
That does.
Yeah. Did you figure out who your idol is yet?
No, but I thought of someone that I really do enjoy. Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
I love Jennifer Lawrence a lot. Have
And
you
I
seen the
see-
movies?
Yeah, definitely. But like,
The
I just
Hunger
like all her quotes, like, and everything, and how she acts. Like, it's great.
She makes you
Great.
want to, like, be friends with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
when she, I don't, like, at the Oscars,
Mhm.
had me dying, like, after she won her
Yeah.
award. I was so happy. I wanted to cry.
Even when she's on like talk shows and stuff, it's just like so comical.
Have you ever been on Pinterest and seen the stuff that
Oh,
she
yeah.
says?
When they
those
have
are
all
so,
her quotes and
Yeah,
stuff.
oh, man.
huh.
When she's like, I was shaking like and peeing like a chihuahua. Like those things, like those are so funny. She's another good influence on girls.
Yeah.
But then somebody posted something on Facebook and is like, why Jennifer Lawrence isn't the great like role model that everybody says.
Why? Well, I mean, her nudes got released. That kind of sucks. But other than that, like,
You know, why can't you take nudes of yourself? Like she didn't. Yeah, they got released, but that's because she took them of herself. Maybe she's sending them to your
I
boyfriend.
know
That's healthy.
it was. Yeah, but they were like all over the place. But I think it was like a previous like boyfriend that released them. They were trying to figure out who did it. It was like someone taking pictures of her.
I thought it was a hacker.
Oh, maybe.
I heard that because it was a bunch of
But
people
it-
whose news got released. It was a
Mm.
lot. Like a woman, a famous actor.
Scarlett
her-
Johansson's, hers were.
Yeah, hers got released. But a famous woman whose nudes got released with Jennifer Lawrence said, you know, like, I took those pictures for my husband,
Oh,
like,
maybe.
for us. And the fact that somebody could, like, hack into, and then they deleted it.
What do you mean?
They deleted the pictures.
Oh, you could still do that.
So the hacker got into it and found them. And that's why it's, like, this whole big thing, because it's somebody who hacked into Scarlett Johansson's a couple years ago got 10 years in jail. Because you can't just go in hacking people's, like, personal information. It's, like, intrusive, obviously. But how crazy is that? I couldn't believe it. But, like, I don't, it wasn't her fault that the nudes got leaked. Like,
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't. I'm just saying that is like a little tragic. I don't even think
it's a little tragic.
It is.
I don't even think she cares.
She probably cares.
I wouldn't be
mean-
surprised if she didn't.
I know. She acts like she doesn't care about anything.
Oh, yeah, she's probably freaking out. But also, like, it's not something to, like, criticize her about because, you know, like, I'm going to sound super weird, but, like, the human body is a very beautiful thing. Like, it's not weird to photograph it or,
No, I
like,
don't think they should criticize her.
yeah,
either.
it's not even her fault. But we're going to take a slight break. We've been talking for about 30 minutes. So,
Sorry, guys.
don't go anywhere. We'll be back with some cool topics about the world to talk about. I'm going to put on my Spotify. Yeah.
Shout out to nice people. Someone just emailed me and was like, "Your flash drive was found in Ryan Library. You can pick it up at the help desk."
The flash drive that's been lost so
Yeah.
long. Good for you. Finally, you just talked about the flash drive that you just lost. Okay. So we're going to be right
We're
back.
still on.
Yeah, Ow! Why isn't it playing? Come on, you could do it. The little engine that could. Oh, here we go. Is that it? Okay, yeah, there we go.
I didn't know we were still on. I was
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I can try for your heart. And our dreams, and they are made out of real things, like a shoebox.